I see you people conspiring about some kind of cooking stream. Just because I'm making coffee doesn't mean I'm not watching. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I now have a pizza box to get rid of. That's a bin. Surely. Oh, I've done the thing where I left that light on. Oh. You didn't see my underwear either. This isn't a hot tub stream. Anyway.
Didn't see the hole in your underwear either.
Good. Anyway. Hello everyone. Good to see you all. I'm Erroneous-. For those who haven't caught me before, I do retro console games, retro PC games, console repairs, console mods, PC builds, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And
Either music needs to be a tad down or you need to be a tad up.
Okay. Well.
Oh no, that's. Do you not know a tad?
That was a tad.
You were like.
It was a tad. It's totally a tad. Anyway. We're gonna be doing bits and pieces in it. What? Oh goodness me. There we go.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
That's right. Goodness me. Anyway.
You're
yeah.
welcome.
So.
For providing that moment.
Yeah. Thank you.
Should make that
Have a
into a
sip of
little
coffee now.
graphic. That'd be good.
Yeah, I should. I should.
You're about to be like, yeah, you should.
Yes, that's right. My helper. that provides so much assistance for me.
I drink the coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so what we're doing today is going to be a bit interesting. We're getting into the Metal Gear Solid series, and there will be a bit of fuck it, we'll do it live because what we're going to go through first, so it's a bit of an interesting approach, and I thought I'd see if people were interested in it. I don't have a name for it, but it's kind of like a consumer retrospective, so looking at like all the, in the case of Metal Gear, like magazine ads, commercials, things like that, demos, pre-release information that was building up to the hype of the release of Metal Gear 1 before, and it's not Kojima's first game, by the way, it's probably worth mentioning, but all the hype building up to it, and have a look at that, the instruction manual, because that's, you know, back in the day, that's what you did. You bought a game in the bus on the way home, or in the train, or in your parents' car. You would open the box and you would read the instruction manual on the way home. That was, you know, how you would get through that period of excitement. So we're going to go through all of that and talk about a few things, and then get into the game and do a playthrough. So it might be a couple of streams worth, depending. I'm certainly not a speedrunner, and I've never played this game before, so it'll be new and interesting. But we'll use a guide for the bits we get stuck, so you know, we won't flounder for too long. Yeah, so it's a bit of an interesting take on it. So to start with, we're going to be in this lovely layout. I might just adjust some things, and this is the fuck it, we'll do it live bit of it, to go, okay, how big does everything have to be, because we're going to have some YouTube videos playing and stuff like that, and it doesn't make sense for me to be filling the whole screen. They should be filling the whole screen. So let's see, what do we got? Metal Gear 1. I've got a whole thing of resources here for Metal Gear 1. We'll do the manuals later, but we'll go through some of the images I have, I reckon. Let's open this up in yeah, we'll start with this one. And I'll bring up some info about it as we're talking about it. Where is image? Actually, do we want to do it that way? Yeah. There you go. Here's the first thing that we'll talk about. So this is actually something that came out, I believe, after the game. So Metal Gear 1, and you'll notice there's a thing that we'll talk about here as well, as we're going through. Let me just some of these things that want to move around as we're going through things. So this is, yeah, one of the Worlds of Power novels. So they did a novel on Metal Gear, the MSX game, but this was, so originally Metal Gear came out on the MSX, which we might watch a commercial for in a moment so you can see what the MSX is. It's basically one of the old 80s home computers, basic home computers. That had a bunch of video games as well. So it's a pretty interesting machine, and that's what Metal Gear came out on originally. And then there was a port to the Famicom, which is the Japanese Nintendo Entertainment System. And there was actually a whole bunch of changes made for the Nintendo version. So if you've played that, it's actually quite a bit different. But I do have here a commercial for the MSX. Let me see if I can find it here. I think it's in one of my links. MSX, so here we go. We've got a couple of videos here, so let's grab this one first. This is the Japanese ad for the MSX computer. Let me just grab that. I want to grab the display capture for the other screen, and then I'll just clip it. So it will be for, oh, that's exactly what I want. Yeah, I want it to be for that screen. And we'll just adjust this. We'll crop this out so it's the right size. But yes, this is the fuck it, we'll do it live. Nice. Here we go. We'll see if we can stop the music for the game. Let me just change screens. Actually, whilst we're... yeah, so here we go. We've got no music on this screen. That's good. Cool. So let's check out what this... oh, I've still got a bar on the side there. Let me fix that. There we go. Nice. So this is an ad for the MSX Toshiba computer from 1984. This is a Japanese ad.
MSX だからカートリッジポンの簡単さ MSX だから使えるソフト桁違い機能充実 64KB の東芝パソピア IQ 新登場
Shoot dojo. So, interestingly, I'll just pause on the important point there. It's a home PC basically, but it's cartridge powered, so it has business software and stuff like that you can run on cartridges, and that's obviously a cartridge slot that they're going down into there. But yeah, like shows you the games and the business software. Well, business and learning. Learning is probably more accurate. 64 kilobytes of RAM. But yeah, so that's that one. There is another video here for the British ad for the same machine, because these machines did come out in Britain as well. Don't think we really got them in Australia or really much of Europe. But let's grab this one. This one's a weird ad.
Hello, Dad. Can
As
I
if
have
the
a
last one
computer?
wasn't weird enough.
What you need, son, is up the hooter. Computer's gonna cost me a leg and an arm.
Not the Toshiba pack. Stay calm.
Cost me a bomb. The things you need later.
They're all thrown in. Keep your shirt on, Peter.
What happens next year when it's out of date?
No chance, Dad. This is MSX, mate.
If all that's true, I'm the Queen of Sheba.
And say hello, Tosh, to a new Toshiba.
That's an ad for a computer. That's a computer.
Sure.
Yeah. What does he need more? Let's hear it again. What does he need more?
Hello, Dad. Can I have a computer?
What you need, son, is up the hooter.
He needs a what? Needs a what up the hooter?
Goodness me.
Is it a kick? Why is a kick bleeped out? What does he need?
I don't want to know.
Need, son, is up the hooter.
The hooter. Like his butt.
Up the Buddha.
Up his bum. He needs something up his bum.
Don't you when you...
That needs to be
computer?
bleeped out. This is how you sell computers in Britain in 1985, apparently. That's his dad saying that to him as well. Very forward-thinking dad, apparently.
Computer's gonna cost me a leg and an arm.
Not the Toshiba pack. Stay calm.
Cost me a bomb. Things you need later.
They're all thrown in. Keep your shirt on, Peter.
What happens next year when it's out of date?
No chance, Dad. This is MSX, mate.
Oh, that's true. I'm the Queen of Sheba.
And now he is the Queen of
And
Sheba.
say hello, Tosh, to a new Toshiba.
So that's the Toshiba MSX. They are on drugs. I'm convinced they're on drugs. Oh dear. Anyway, so that's the ads for the machine. So it's a home computer, and yeah, Metal Gear was released on it. So do you want to see? We'll talk about the that novel for a second, and then we'll show you the ad that they thought was a good ad for Metal Gear. It gets weird. It gets really weird. So anyway, it's part of the Worlds of Power series. So basically there's a whole bunch of novels that came out about Nintendo Entertainment System games. This was, I'm just having a look at my information here. The second, yeah, so this was the second novel. They did one on Blaster Master, Metal Gear, Ninja Gaiden, Castlevania 2, Wizards and Warriors, Mega Man 2, Bionic Commando, Infiltrator, Shadowgate, and Bases Loaded. So all of those games had a novel kind of semi-adaptation about it. Really interesting. Yeah, but let's have a look at let's do you want to watch an ad? We'll watch an ad for actual Metal Gear. There's a whole bunch of them. There's heaps. Let's go with this one. I think this is a good one to go with. Whoops. Metal Gear. That's it. That's the entire commercial. The most important part of it.
The man coming out of the water.
No, that's not it. Inarticulate yelling. That's how you sell video games. You sell computers by telling people they need something up the butt. And you sell video games with inarticulate yelling. Great, yeah? Metal Gear. What does it say, actually? Because you don't get that in the... From Foxhound to Solid Snake. This is Big Boss, Operation Intrude, N313. So N313 was actually, for Konami, it was like the project code for the game. So they used to assign games like a number, like this is the first game we made, the second, the third, etc. So N313 was actually the code, like the internal code name for the game when they finally had the final draft approved. And there's some cool scans of like some earlier versions of the game story that have like big red cancel stickers on it, or big red Japanese cancel stickers on it anyway. So Operation Intrude N313. Contact Grey Fox, who infiltrated enemy stronghold Outer Heaven, and disappeared. I think it's supposed to be Haven. Anyway, we'll check the manual. Contact by means of frequency. Oh, we should write that down. I bet that's a thing. 12085. Hang on. Contact by means of frequency 12085, because the frequency thing, that whole thing is still in the game as well. Frequency 12085. I wonder if that does anything in the game. Because yeah, the whole contacting people by frequency is still a thing. Destroy open at weapon Metal Gear. So this is the Famicom commercial. I'll point something out in a moment. We just need to hear the inarticulate yelling again. So let's go back to this scene here. Here we go. So this scene was actually not in the MSX version, which you'll see when we play it in the introduction. It shows these other 3 people coming down with Snake into the jungle, but Snake, the story makes it pretty clear that Snake's the only one there. So this is one of the changes they made when they ported the game to the Nintendo. They added a whole jungle section at the start of the game that you get through before you even get to what the original start of the game was. And that's where you're airdropping down into. But they still don't mention who these other 3 people are and that you're dropping with. So it's just one of those interesting changes they made. Who's that dude supposed to be? Not him. That's obviously Snake. Inarticulate yelling Snake. Who's that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be Snake? I don't know. Rawr, rawr. How to sell games. Rawr. And then we've got another ad, which I'm not sure if it's the same one. I'll just grab the link on that one. He's angry he's lost his 3 mates. Yeah, I know, they don't even exist, they're imaginary. Is this the same one? Yeah, this is the same ad. Alright, let me grab the next one then. Because there is a couple of other ads. So there was an ad for Ultra Games. We'll bring that one up. And that actually covers a few different games, including Metal Gear.
I'm the creator of Ultra Games for Nintendo, like Metal Gear, where you're a commando searching for deadly weapons. Defender of the crown, with strategic castle sieges, blades and destructors.
That's the only Metal Gear mentioned.
Or die in 5 rad events that pitch you against
Watch the whole ad. These are on TV.
So check out Ultra Games. Remember, I'm never farther than your TV.
Cool, right? Weird ads. This used to sell games in the 80s. This is what made kids tell their mums and dads, I want this game. Anyway. Yeah, so let's go through some of the other pictures we have actually. I think I've got some videos here too, but we'll just cycle our way through the pictures. So we went through the Worlds of Power book. Oh yeah, this is just a cool little thing that I found. Someone made a Lego Metal Gear. I thought that was just pretty cool. I stumbled across that. It's not the the same as the new Metal Gears. It's modeled off the original Metal Gear from Metal Gear 1. So I just thought that was cool when I was looking for stuff. Pretty good job. I didn't note down who made it actually. That's a shame. I should have done that. I'm never farther than your TV. Yeah. Never farther or further? Never father. I'm never your father, but your TV is. Oh yeah, this is a cool thing that was at E3 on the 25th anniversary. So yeah, well there you go, 2012. Just talking about the timeline of Metal Gear, how it all runs.
Sorry.
So Metal Gear, that's right. Metal Gear Solid 3 is actually chronologically is one of the first games set in the mid 60s, and then moving on from there. I don't know if it has Metal Gear on this timeline. No, it doesn't look like it does. But yeah, anyway, that was just a cool thing that was at E3 for the 25th anniversary. And in case you can't tell, it's the 35th anniversary this year. In June, I think it falls. Yeah, let's just get some music back in the background whilst we're doing this. There we go. Just so I've got something in the background. Because I think I might have another video. If I do, we'll stop the sound again when we get to it. What else have we got here? Oh yes, this is the first magazine ad. So this one, is this the English one or the Japanese one? Okay, this is the English ad. So this was in a bunch of magazines. And it's just got like a whole bunch of the different items that are in the game. The bomb blast suit, and explains what it is. The Beretta, the flashlight, mines, an Ingram, semi-automatic machine gun, rocket launcher, body armor, gas mask, infrared goggles, oxygen tank, plastic explosives. Is there anything interesting? Iron glove, mine detector, antenna, compass, remote control missile. Yeah, that's pretty much anything. But yeah, this was in magazines in the US, I think, and we might have got some in Australia as well. So in Metal Gear, in this intense maze game, they call it a maze game, not a stealth game. Hideo Kojima would be furious. Furious, he probably was. So actually, interestingly, Hideo Kojima is quoted as he didn't like Metal Gear on the Famicom, but if it wasn't for Metal Gear on the Famicom or the Nintendo Entertainment System, we would not have the Metal Gear series, and I'll explain that in a sec. How does an iron glove identify hidden doors? Oh, dude, I don't know. I know that I've watched a speed run of the game to kind of familiarize myself with what goes on, and they don't use the mine detector or a bunch of other stuff, so I have no idea like how some of these things work. But there are like secret walls behind certain things, secret rooms behind walls. I mean, I guess you need the iron glove to break your way through. Yeah, intense maze game. So yeah, the whole thing was, so Hideo Kojima made Metal Gear on the MSX, and then that was going to be it. That was all it was going to be. And then it got ported to a whole bunch of systems, including the Nintendo Entertainment System. And in the Nintendo Entertainment System, it added that extra stuff. I think all the ports got that, actually. Added the extra bit before. It changed a bunch of the mechanics in terms of how the security guards work and how they see you, which the MSX wasn't particularly fantastic at it in the first place, but it kind of spoilt some of the stealth element of it all. And so Hideo Kojima was on record of saying that he didn't really like it. But after the Nintendo port, it came to the West and it was so wildly popular here that they wanted a sequel. But Hideo Kojima, I don't think he was even asked. And they started making Snake's Revenge, which is on the Nintendo Entertainment System as well. And the story goes is that the head developer for Snake's Revenge was catching a train and saw Hideo Kojima on the train and was like, oh, how come you're not involved in Snake's Revenge? Like, we're making this sequel to your hit game, Metal Gear, blah, 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 blah. Had a conversation. Hideo Kojima, at the time, Snake's Revenge wasn't out. Hideo Kojima was completely blindsided by it, had no idea that a sequel to his wonderful stealth game, not maze game, that he'd made was coming out. And so he went home, wrote a script for it, and had it approved by Konami within 24 hours. Like, what an insane person. And that's Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, which is on the MSX, not the Nintendo Entertainment System. But interestingly, Hideo Kojima actually later played Snake's Revenge and has been quoted in interviews of saying he actually quite liked it. But if it wasn't for Snake's Revenge, which we wouldn't have if it wasn't for the port of Metal Gear to the Nintendo, which Hideo Kojima didn't like, we wouldn't have Metal Gear 2, and he probably, or very well may not have gone on to make, the Metal Gear Solid series. So, it's really kind of shaped this series quite massively. But yeah, it says, what have we got in this ad? In this intense maze game, your mission is to destroy the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. You'll accomplish it by winding your way through 5 enemy strongholds, seeking vital information from hostages, searching for essential weapons and equipment, while occasionally tripping hidden alarms. Hopefully not tripping any alarms. If you hope to survive, rely heavily on your transceiver, your map, and your wits. And a word to the wise, don't believe everything you hear. Interesting. Oh, that's really like a loaded statement given where the Metal Gear story went. Oh dear. Metal Gear now available for IBM and Commodore, available for Amiga in 1990, Ultra Games Registered Trademark, etc, etc. Yeah, cool. So this doesn't even talk about, this isn't even the Nintendo Entertainment System port. This is for the IBM, the Commodore, and the Amiga. Yeah, right. Just Just throw it into the magic category like planes. No one knows how they fly. Yeah, voodoo magic, exactly right. It's like how to make electricity go faster than the speed of light, right? Yeah, so that was one of the magazine ads. So those magazine ads were run in G.I. Joe magazines as well. There were 2 episodes of G.I. Joe that had that Metal Gear ad in it, and those particular ads are attributed pretty heavily to its success in the West. Oh yeah, also this, if you've ever seen Terminator, yeah, this is like the first Terminator movie. There's a bit of a rip-off or alleged rip-off going on here with the Metal Gear artwork and what's his name? John Connor's dad from Terminator 1. I mean, it looks like completely original artwork to me. I don't know what they're talking about. They're completely different. Like in every way. Like, look, even the strap for that gun is like slightly following a different path. Completely original. And look, it's got a different clip, like compared to his gun, and completely original artwork. Anyway, that's a thing. It's an ongoing thing. What else we got? I think we got the Japanese ad of the same thing for Metal Gear. The Japanese magazine ad. Oh god, how big is this image? Should be that big. Oh no, this is a different one. What's this for? Oh, this is hard to read. It's got the same things. Oh, this is the Nintendo Entertainment. So this is the same ad, but this is the Nintendo Entertainment System one. The Nintendo Entertainment System has never seen a weapon as destructive as Metal Gear. To help you destroy it, Ultra Games has supplied the equipment to get through the Metal Gear maze. You'll have to supply the wits. So I still kind of refer to it as a maze game. It's definitely not a maze game. Why would you do this? This is why Hideo Kojima hates you. Oh yeah, this is one of the MSX just full page gloss ads for it. MSX2 ROM cartridge, Metal Gear 1987. So again, using the that iconic and completely original Metal Gear artwork. What does it say? Go ahead, Solid Snake. Yeah, cool. Thanks, Konami. What else have we got? We've got all sorts of things here that I've found. Oh yeah, some magazine reviews of the game. We might have to clip this a little bit so I can see it a bit better. Oh no, we can see it. That's all right. The one up top's for a different game. Metal Gear by Konami, MSX cartridge only. £20.95. We probably won't read the whole thing, but let's see if there's any. Oh, okay, the US MS. Oh, they're talking about the US MSX market. Yeah, okay. 200,000 users, they reckon. Yeah. Okay, cool. I want to talk about the game a little bit. I wonder if they call it a maze game in here as well. 79% it got though. That's pretty good. Initial impression of disdain at this non-too impressively animated macho man rapidly changed on delving deeper. The area of play is enormous, that's true. Backdrop's impressive, and each room contains different puzzles to be solved with either brain or brawn. Traps, security systems, and guards abound, ensuring that the action and suspense never wanes. Good sense of being there is accomplished, and the urge to get further into the game is quite strong. If this standard of Konami software is maintained, then maybe more people will think hard about joining the other 200,000 MSX owners. Yeah, cool. That's a fair like summary of the game. Yeah, 79%. Like that's a good score back then. Like these days, that's like rubbish. So it's like Elden Ring, 10 out of 10, best game ever. It's the greatest thing that since sliced bread, you'll jizz your pants. It's not like what? That's what they said. 5 out of 10. I jizz my pants. I don't want to do it anymore. No, but it's like 10 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10 game. It's a really good game, but 10 out of 10 like needs to be the greatest thing in the world, and it's just not anymore. Like everything gets 10 out of 10. If you get like 8 out of 10, it's like, oh, rubbish, trash. Back then, though, it was like 50% was still like an okay-ish game.
On a 10 paid review, yeah.
What exactly is a Thurl instructor? Well, I don't know. I don't know where you're reading Thurl instructor. You'll have to direct me to it. Thrill. A thrill instructor. I don't know. I still don't know what you're talking about.
There. I want to be your
I want to be your thrill instructor. I don't know. It's probably related to that game above on the Commodore 64. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, right. Well, I wasn't looking at that. I was looking at everything below the word Metal Gear. This is... I don't know. Maybe it was just a cool thing to say in December 1987 on page 61 of this 148-page magazine. If someone said they want to be my thrill instructor, I'd probably be pretty interested in what they're suggesting.
Hey.
Was it that dodgy ad hoc game in that era? Which one? There's so many. Do you know how many dodgy adult games there were in the 80s? Jesus.
All of them.
Heaps. Custer's Revenge. All of the Leisure Suit Larrys. There was heaps of them. So many pornography games. It's ridiculous. Alright, and this is another review. This one's on the Nintendo Entertainment System version. You can see this scene that they're showing here is actually one of the new scenes. So I wonder, they gave it 70%, so they didn't reckon it was as good either as the original MSX version, allegedly. And look, they've got a whole bunch of like little hardware ads down in pounds, so it must be in the UK somewhere. $29.95 for a Sega Mega Drive game. How much does that convert to? Like with inflation. Oh, I broke the fiddly thing. Yeah, right. Oh yeah, and this is a whole thing as well. So in the instruction manual for the Nintendo, it gave you all this weird, like it names the big bad guy at the end as Vermin Gaddafi, which is obviously a take on Gaddafi, but like, oh man, it causes problems with the story. There's actually stuff in Metal Gear Solid 5.
I was about to say, is it a thing of like older games of like they tell you the name of the end boss to try to encourage you?
It didn't though. Like originally, it's the NES port, it's the Nintendo or the Famicom port that did. So they added all this extra stuff. So the MSX game did not tell you who the big bad guy is at the end.
Yeah.
And we're playing the MSX version, so we're going to find out who the big bad guy is. His name is not Vernon Gaddafi, or any other play on Gaddafi, for that matter.
Right.
But yeah, so that was one of the things that they changed, and it kind of causes problems. But yeah, in the later Metal Gear Solid games, I think Metal Gear Solid 5 I was reading, or it might be 4, pretty sure it's 5, actually references Outer Heaven, the place that you go to in Metal Gear 1, and talks about what happens there. So when we finish Metal Gear Solid 5 in about 6 months time, maybe, then yeah, we'll get to that, and I'll remind you all.
I'm sure you will.
I will when they mention it, and I'm like, what the fuck's Outer Heaven? Oh yeah, that's right. What's this one? Oh, this is just another full page Metal Gear ad that we'll have a look see at. So this is just another full page ad. This is a Japanese ad for it on the MSX. I think. No, this is not a Japanese ad for it on the MSX. So Outer Heaven is the name of the heavily armed land in the depth of southern Africa, where the dreadful weapon called Metal Gear is developed. It's the mission of Solid Snake, one of the members of Secret Army Foxhound. They're an army now, to sneak into Outer Heaven to destroy Metal Gear. Go ahead, Solid Snake. Very good. £51.91. So that's inflation adjusted. So $29.95 in what, 1987 is $51.91 now. Right, and then sort that in Australian dollars, like with the current exchange rate about 6 million. Nah, it'll be like $150, something like that. 130, 120 probably. It's usually 2 and a bit, about $120 Australian. Oh yeah, this one. So I didn't. Okay, let's have a good look at this. What I found. So this is an ad from the Japanese, one of the Japanese magazines. It looks like it's got a similar thing where it goes through like equipment, goes through some of the bad guys as well. I don't know if Google Translate. Let's see if Google Translate's going to be able to help me with this or not. I don't know if it is. Let's give it a whirl. Translate. Camera. 89.62. Wow, the pound is weak. The pound is a lot weaker than it used to be. Enter. Information, apparently. Equipment. These are the blue circles. I'm trying to get it to translate. Doesn't like that one. Takeshi. Maze? Weapon. Destruction. Right, okay. So what was it again? Enter equipment information. Enter information, equipment, weapon destruction. Yeah, okay, cool. A pretty place where we pay for a new release now. Actually, no. It's not. Do you want to know why? Because although inflation is a certain amount of percentage, the average pay rate goes backwards in comparison to that. So it's not what we pay for a new release now. You've been lied to. Everyone's like, yeah, adjust for inflation. That means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Because you have to take into account that if inflation is 3% or 4% or 5% and CPI is 1.5%, it's hugely different. So it should actually be like a lot cheaper. You need to take that out. Like it's very different. The easiest way to do it is you get the average wage back then and average wage now and do it that way rather than using inflation. That's probably far more accurate. I don't know. I know. Look, I'm sorry because I asked you this and I'm like, you fell for it. Wrong. I was like, adjust it for inflation. Wrong, don't adjust for inflation. It's a lie. What is that jacket thing? Top Gun jacket. Got him. Top Gun. What does it say? I want to know what that jacket is. Is that something a response ticket? What does it say? Do we Google? Oh, it really doesn't like reading it off a screen. Maybe if I made it bigger. Maybe if I made this jacket fill the screen. I want the jacket. What does it say? In the Famicom is on the leaflet AM2. It is rich in the reception. Application ticket attached. Prize at Katapi. I'm at a loss of postcards. Destination. So it's obviously like that's obviously like a coupon for a jacket. That's pretty cool. Google Translate is fucking useless. Absolutely useless, but that's fine. We got there. We worked out what it meant. That's really cool. They've got a little thing for a jacket. That's awesome. Is it still redeemable? Probably not if I print it and then cut it out. Oh yeah, this is just again another big spread on Metal Gear with price 5,300 yen. 22nd of December. So what is that? 5,300 yen to... It's like... So technically you gotta like... I got a coupon, send jacket. I don't think so. So what's that? Like 56 bucks Australian. So 56 bucks Australian. I'm gonna adjust for inflation because I know it's the easiest way to do it. So it's like, valued at $56 in 1987. In 2022, costs. Oh, okay, fine. 2021 costs $144.06. But that's adjusting for inflation. That's not the right way. What a Chad move. No jacket. Yeah. I think this is just the Nintendo ad again. Yeah, that's just the Nintendo ad again. I've already seen that. Oh, this is an interesting little thing. So, this is actually something that's in one of the later games, an item that you get, Operation Intrude N313. Remember, that's the name of the game. That is Metal Gear 1. Anyway, I just thought that was a really cool thing. Oh yeah, we'll go into the script and cool stuff like that in a moment. We'll bring up these magazine things here. Next, this is another, I think there's another Japanese magazine thing for Metal Gear, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on. So it's an ad for Metal Gear and for the Maze of Gallius. I don't know what all this information on the right hand side is. Can Google Translate do this for me? Is it going to be nice? Up the top. Thrill and suspense. It says above Metal Gear. Thrill and suspense. I don't think of it. No, I do not think of thrill and suspense, and I'm sorry. God damn it. You are the worst. Google Translate. So that pretty much says the same thing. Foxhound, Special Army, go to South Africa, etc, etc. Does it have sweet Japanese electropop on it? No. It says... Gradius finally decided to sell. Fun fair to be held. Gradius 2 game idea. I'm surprised it can be regarded this every time. Let's make this world surprised with exciting ideas. Oh, this might be for like a show. It's got some dates. April 5th, 1987. Valid on the day. Game ideas. Use the report paper of Hanno City Story. Yeah, okay. That might be like for an event that happened in 1987. By the looks of it. That's pretty cool. I like this. This is fun. What do we got here? Oh, it's just a flyer for Metal Gear. So again, here's like a little flyer advertisement for Metal Gear. Japanese one. 5,800 yen. It got more expensive. Bastards. They increased the price by 10%. Bastards. When did that happen? It's already $150. It's not. It's a lie. It's cheaper. Oh, yeah, and this is the other side of that same flyer. Which again is the same kind of thing. Talking about all the different weapons and stuff. I wonder what this says down here. Down in the bottom under the blue bar. Shotgunners, lariat gun, dress machine gun, kid yang, dollar. What? Machine gun equipped. Oh, it's talking about one of the bad guys. Is machine gun guy. I think. Yeah, cool. What does it say at the top? Actually, that's a really good question. What does it say at the top? Google Translate. Change to Solid Snake. Watching out of heaven in the most beautiful number. Start Metal Gear weapon. Or something like that. I see no metal glove. How will they find the hidden doors? I know, right? No, it's just, look, they can't put all the equipment on everything. Give him a break, damn it. And this is another one. This looks like from the same magazine as that other one. It's crazy looking. Yeah, look, Maze of Gallius again. And then the Metal Gear ad is kind of hard to pick out. You can see it from the screens. It's number 2. I wonder what it says. I'm not even going to try and work out what it says in yellow. It's going to lose its mind. But yeah, this is just a full page ad of a bunch of MSX games. So, now do I have... I've got the manual. Got some PDFs here. Don't have the other videos, and I've got some pre-release stuff. So let's see, what is this other stuff I've got here? Metal Gear Ultra Games. What is this? How to play Metal Gear. Oh, is this the instruction manual? Oh, this is the instruction manual. Okay. Or one of the instruction manuals. I have several. Oh, I've got the MSX one in Japanese, and I have a translation of the MSX one as well. Is this the translation? That's the MSX English manual. And then there is... Yeah, here we go. This one is... Yeah, that one is the actual manual. So, let's have a look at some of the pre-release stuff, and then we'll have a look at the manuals, and then we'll play the game. This is what happens when I have all this cool information to look at. Oh, there's a whole thing about a Metal Gear remake as well, actually. Let me bring that up for you. Let me close this. We'll watch, we might not watch all of it, we might just watch a bit of it. Let me just, shh, because it goes for 6 minutes. Let me just quickly get the game to be quiet for me. So this is a remake that they talked about doing for Metal Gear 1, or I say they, an independent group talked about doing for Metal Gear 1.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
And they had approval as well.
Young here, and welcome to a Metal Gear Remake news update. A few months ago, word began spreading that a fan development team calling itself Outer Heaven Productions was developing a fan remake of the original Metal Gear released on
Very
MSX.
relevant.
Konami eventually got wind of this, and they actually approved the project as long as the team would not use it for profit. Many Metal Gear fans, including myself, were extremely excited about this project, which is why it saddens me to report that Konami has officially shut the project down. The following information comes from the project leader, Ian Radcliffe, who I've been in contact with over the past few months.
So that's the basics to know what happened. I don't think there's many, other than that one shot at the start.
He didn't think so, since the
there's
future
many,
of the project was already uncertain.
Oh yeah, this is the
before
trailer
Konami
kind of
learned
thing
David's
for it.
involvement. To make up for the project's cancellation, in an honorable move, Konami has invited the Outer Heaven production team to discuss other ideas.
A lot of it's just anime.
So despite the unfortunate
there is
outcome
some
of the project,
in-game
there was
stuff.
a lot to be gained for
Like
the
this
team
bit.
despite the short development period. But until the folks over at Konami change their mind, the project will be placed on hold indefinitely. If you are like me and would love to see the project get revived, I encourage that you speak out. Konami
This was,
obviously has their reasons for shutting the project down, but
7
it's always
years
possible
ago or
that they will
thereabouts.
change their mind if we respectfully show interest and support for the project. In the meantime,
So I don't
here
think
is a
it's
rough
coming
trailer
back.
of an early version of the Metal Gear Remake project, uploaded by Ian himself.
But yeah, so that was a project that was being worked on, and unfortunately it died. But it did look pretty interesting. It's just unfortunate that Konami were like, no more for you, don't do that. Here's the pre-release stuff. That's what I'm after. So let's bring up the images. I can talk about them a little bit because I've got some information here about stuff. So there's a couple of bits and pieces. Let's bring up this one first. Oh, am I missing one here? I am. So this is all pre-release stuff that I mentioned here. So this is, let's bring the information over here so I can see what I'm looking at. So this was an early draft of the game that was just called Metal Gear 1, version 1, sorry, Metal Gear Intruder, as you can see. And you can see N313 on there as well. That's their like their project number or production number of the game. But you can see that red stamp is the rejection stamp. So this was the initial kind of draft for the game. And there was another version done after this, obviously, which I think is the one that eventually became the final game. Then we have... Alright, this was the initial title screen draft as to what the title screen was going to do. So it was going to come with the word Metal Gear, and then the words would shift. So metal would go up, gear would go down. It would leave a shadow behind, make a noise. Sounds super cool. Rejected sticker up in the top right corner. We'll see what they actually ended up with in the long run. It's just some other cool stuff. This is one of the early radio scripts for the game. So like different conversations that I had, and you can see here that number that we wrote down, 12085 frequency. That's written on there as well. So that might be the main frequency. That might not be a secret. I thought we'd have found a secret. And then we've got one of the maps. This is a map of just a whole bunch of different rooms. I think this is actually the start area, if I'm recognizing this correctly. So that's an early map of the starting area. Right there. And the last one we have is just a little snapshot of the original English script with some hex codes for different words. So I guess the most common words they stored as a hex code to save space. Like, yeah, terms like this is, the, on, the, please, fortress, on, room, stuff they use, you know, the most common. Yeah. But let's have a look see at some of the manuals. And we're gonna flick through and we're gonna read the important story stuff. That's it. We'll look at the NES one first because it is wrong. Let's zoom in a bit here. How's this gonna look? Is that gonna work? Yeah, that works pretty well. So this is the original Nintendo manual for Metal Gear 1. And what we'll do, we'll look at this. So yeah, see, Vermin Katafi. Once a tranquil shepherd boy. All this is wrong. It's not true. He grew up in the remote banks of the Samsam River in outer Mongolia with his 27 sisters, turned to terrorism at an early age. Because of his 27 sisters? Now, after years of pillaging innocent people, he's taken control of Outer Heaven, a small nation on the outskirts of South Africa. Here he's the sole tyrant and radical dictator. He rules with bullets and bombs, and in only a few months he has outlawed democracy and turned harmless villagers into mercenaries for a global terrorist network. But his biggest threat is yet to come, for as an obsessed madman he has created the ultimate superweapon. It is Katafi's greatest dream and the world's most hideous nightmare. It's called Metal Gear, and it must be destroyed before the crazed colonel unleashes violence across the globe. How to tackle Katafi. Your mission, Solid Snake, is to seek out and destroy Metal Gear, nothing less. Blah 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 blah. Weapons equipment, vital importance. Foxhound HQ. Communicate back to Foxhound HQ whenever you see a flashing call sign. Whoop. There's a picture of you, Solid Snake, with 2 eyes. 5 heavily fortified strongholds. It tells you about how vital sign works. So the more people you rescue, the more your health goes up. All your controls, again, this is the Nintendo. How the weapon and equipment bars work, all the different weapons. Look, the Iron Glove allows you to locate hidden doors by punching various walls. 8 key cards, and they work in the worst possible way here. I think these are the bosses. Corporal Watchman, Soldier of Fortune, the Electrocutioner, Trained Killer Scorpions. Oh no, some of these are just bad guys. Operation Password. Treat your Ultra Games cassette carefully. That's it. That's what the Nintendo manual was. So let's have a look. We've got a translated version of the MSX manual. So let's have a look at that. We're gonna need to adjust that, I think. Let's just adjust our view. be... Alright, let's adjust this. There we go, that worked really well. Alright, so this is, let me get this down out of the way so we can... Oh, now it wants to make it a whole big screen. That's not what I want. Oh, Microsoft Edge, why are you such a pain in the ass? Here we go. Story, how to play, screen description. Let's have a look what the story says. So this is the translated version. To fight against local rebellions, regional conflicts and terrorism, the Special Force Squad not an army, was founded in secret. The name of the troop is Foxhound. Foxhound is a team of special agents, not an army, as the Nintendo says, again, which sneak single-handedly into non-official combat zones which are too strong in the political sense to intervene through military power.
Is that them trying to like not put themselves in the like army genre of games?
No, I don't think so. I think it was just like this is what it was originally supposed to be. Foxhound agents are trained to complete various missions they are assigned to in secret, almost considered a modern ninja. Deep in South Africa, let's just slide this across a bit. There we go. That's better. Deep in South Africa, 200 kilometers north of Galsburg, Outer Heaven is born, an armed fortress nation established in the late 80s by a mercenary who was at the same time a hero and a maniac. Something is happening in this Outer Heaven, a massacring weapon which could change the world forever is reported to be under development. So no talk of this Katafi bloke and him having 27 sisters or whatever the fuck it was. The Foxhound group sends an agent called Grey Fox to gather data about this ultimate weapon. However, several days later, after his final report, Metal Gear, the contact was lost. The disappearance of Grey Fox perhaps supports the rumours of the ultimate weapon. Unit Foxhound is called to duty once again. The intruder of this time, this is an unofficial translation, so the intruder this time is a rookie soldier named Solid Snake who joined Foxhound quite recently. His mission is to locate the whereabouts of Grey Fox, find out the identity of Metal Gear, and destroy it. Solid Snake is sent first to his first battlefield with nothing but a wireless radio at his hand. Superlative mercenaries from all around the world are said to have gathered in Outer Heaven. Can Solid Snake accomplish his mission? The voice of Commander-in-Chief of Foxhound, Big Boss, comes out from the wireless radio. Solid Snake, this is not a cadet, it's a real war. I wish you good luck. Solid Snake started hearing the sound of gunfire in his head. In his head? He's fucking losing his mind already. I think this is all about the controls. Yeah. Information about the screen. Player, life class, etc. The transceiver screen. They're all the MSX PC controls. How the transceiver works, which again is different because we're actually playing this on PlayStation 3. More info about the transceiver. Oh, these are our frequencies, 120.85. Oh, you can fill in with, oh, okay, so there's spots. Write down the frequencies in the blank spaces. We've got that one already, 120.85. We need Schneider's. There might be two more. Solid Snake. Operation Intrude N313 is his first mission. These are all our characters. Big Boss. And Dr. Petrovich. Oh, more characters. Jennifer, Grey Fox, Schneider, and Ellen Petrovich. There's information about all the items. More information about items. Weapons. These are the bad guys. Shoot Gunner, Machine Gun Kid, Arnold, Fire Trooper, Coward Duck, and then the boss of Outer Haven, the legendary mercenary who established Outer Haven in the late 80s. Nobody knows his identity. Nobody knows his identity. Ultra Games. He's not Katafi. Big weapons are here. Tanks, full tanks, and the Hind D. Just talking about vehicles. Some information about Metal Gear. All of the bits and pieces. I mean, air nozzles, Vulcan guns, laser cannons, hydraulic pipes, transmitters, leg armor, large projectors, walking stabilizers. Ooh, it's starting to get tired.
Oh no.
And it gives an idea of how big he is. He launches nuclear missiles, extending a stabilizing leg. We'll start playing soon. Again, more about how to play. Confidential chart. This is Big Box. Grey Fox remained left behind the following flowchart before his trace was lost. It indicates the route of infiltrating Outer Heaven. Act by following this chart when you transgress. It should be like invade or ingress. Note that this chart is incomplete. Solid Snake, act by your own discretion in the phase that follows after this chart. Good luck. Infiltrate Building 1. Infiltrate Courtyard and Trucks. Obtain rations. Obtain Card 1. Obtain binoculars. Interesting. Look for Grey Fox. Leads us all the way. Obtain gas mask. Go north. Obtain a handgun. Outer Haven. Oh, okay, and it shows us the buildings. Ah, very good. That's great. Yeah, cool. That's a handy page. Page 20. And this just tells you how to play. Like, don't get found. Find Grey Fox. Game ideas for Gradius 2 on it. That's like the other thing that was on that ad. More fun than ever. Konami's MSX. Now on sale. So these are just ads for more games. Cool. Page 20 is our important page. We should play now. We're gonna play now. Finally. We'll play a little bit, because I'm tired. Might play a little bit and then go to sleep. And we'll come back to this next stream. We're gonna finish it. Easy mode. Bah! Play on original mode. Is this where he does the inarticulate screaming? Rah! This is Big Boss. Operation Intrude N313. Infiltrate the enemy's base Outer Heaven and destroy the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Let's go over the details first. Make contact with Grey Fox and find the location of the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Let's use frequency 120.85 for all communications from now on over. Boo boo. So, I've got punch, and that's it. If I go... Okay, select gets me there. Right, R2 and R and L2 bring me to the equipment. And cigarettes is all I get. Surgeon's general warning, cigarette smoking may be hazardous to your health.
Good to know.
Yep. Alright, see if I... This is Big Boss. The mission is infiltration. Make sure that the enemy does not discover your whereabouts. So this needs a pass. It's going to be telling me the same thing. Yeah. Alright, ration. Card 1 and binoculars. Those are the three things I need. Oh, and you notice he didn't see me? Because their line of sight is a straight line. Okay, so I've got those three things. Infiltrate inside the room in south. Use card 1. So is that back... Is that back at this one? What he's talking about. Oh no! Oh yeah, and that guy will fall asleep. Yawn, I'm sleepy. Need a gas mask. Fell asleep. So he says. Go north and look for the western elevator. Says the instructions on the. Alright. Infiltrate inside the truck next to the elevator. Must be back here. Ah, yep, obtain handgun. Get into the elevator and go up to 3F. Alright. Building 1, 3F from here. What's he calling me for? This is Big Boss, watch out for the surveillance cameras. Evade the surveillance cameras, go south. Look for the eastern elevator that takes you freely to basement, 1F, 2F, 3F and rooftop. Look for Grey Fox. Okay. Whoop. How do I don't know how I avoid that camera. Oh, I think I okay. I need to look for the eastern elevator. Up ammo. Save the dude. Nice. Whoa, 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 whoa. Right, that's a gas mask area. So he's gonna be like, it's full of gas! This is Big Boss, I forgot to tell you, you need a gas mask for the gas room. Schneider, the leader of the resistance, should be able to tell you what a gas mask. Oh, I've got a gas mask. But I've got to get through that door. Foxhound member that infiltrated this base a few days ago is unharmed. They captured him. Right, so I freed him. I can't get in the one above me. I need a different key card. What? Yeah. Can't see me coming straight for him. Blah, blah, blah. All of that was terrifying. Oh, another key card. Wonder if that'll get me back into that other room.
Don't get caught.
No, I'm good. I'm an infiltration expert. Try keycard 2. There we go, another ration. Excellent. Yeah, we'll stay on keycard 2. I don't want the gun because I'll accidentally shoot someone. There! Can't see me. I'm invisible. I can get more explosives. Nope. I cannot get more explosives. Yeah. Yes. Excellent. What is this? Remote control missiles. Oh crap. Oh no! Run! Oh god. Ah! How long does this go for? Oh goodness. Doo-doo. Oh yeah. This is Big Boss. I've got to tell you, in order to turn it, you have to destroy the electrical power plant. You need an RC missile. I've got one. Whoa. There we go. Don't want to risk shooting a missile at point blank range at someone and blowing myself up. Thank you for helping me. Diane from the Resistance will provide support on frequency. Let me write this down. 12033. Dan should have a lot of information about the enemy. This is Steve. You know, Diane. Diane, if I know. Diane, she's gone shopping and won't have come back yet. What? No bloody good to me. Why'd you go shopping? I'm in the middle of an infiltration mission. Women. Is that the story that this game tells me? Oh, women are always going shopping.
Yeah.
In the middle of important missions.
Definitely.
You're the intel person for this really important infiltration mission. Yep, got some shopping to do. What? Wow. Oh, goodness. Jesus, bejeebers!
Run for your life!
What's going on in there? Is that a boss? Oh, jeebus. Oh, it doesn't. My bullets don't reach as far. That doesn't feel fair. Ah! Oh god! Oh god! I've got 3 bullets left and I'm almost dead. Come here. Oh. Bloody Jeebus. Can be fitted with a suppressor. How do I make it fitted with suppressor? I don't know, bullets. What's this? Got a machine gun? Is that what I just got? I'm almost dead. I'm gonna have to find some rations. I think the best way to do that is by getting rid of some guards. Which is extremely dangerous right now because I've got no health. Oh goodness! Oh, they're both coming! Ah. God. Go down here. This is Big Boss, watch out for surveillance cameras. Boom. None of them are going to give me rations now, are they? They're all just going to be jerks. If I can get some ammo at least. Oh, that's the bloody gas room down there. Not going there again. Oh, the ammo comes back. Look for the eastern elevator. Oh jeez! I just got immediately shot in the face. Oh, you're kidding me. It's taking me all the way back here. Okay. That's alright. I'll... Yeah, you're gonna tell me don't get caught by the surveillance cameras. Oh, Jesus. This is the safest spot, I feel. Oh! It's not working that well for me, though. Shooting at angles around corners. So this was... Is this the gas room? Yeah. Problem is you can't get out without taking your gas mask off, because for some reason... Ugh. Yes. I will actually probably be finishing up soon because I'm tired. No. Gabble blabble! Those are the correct words for what's going on, right? Gobble blobble. Alright, there's that one. That's right. Can I get multiple rations? Does that work? Ah! Pick up all the rations. It's a great idea. It's the best idea. Load up on rations. Alright, if I had known that. Alright, that's how many I can hold. There's still a room back there to get to. Which is that the room with the electric remote control rocket? I don't recall. Yeah, right. Get this, then go back to the electric room. Don't get squashed by the barrels. Why did I do this to myself? Just use one of those rations to heal that little bit of health. Ah, that hasn't worked. Oh! Ooh, what's that? Ooh, a cardboard box. Most important of all Metal Gear items ever. Oh god. Oh god. Alright. I'm too tired. That's alright. We will come back to this another time. I hope you all enjoyed checking out the just trying to find, there we go. Trying to find Twitch at all. I hope you all enjoyed looking at like the instruction manual, that kind of stuff. That was kind of interesting. I liked it anyway. We're gonna have a look and see who's streaming and pick someone to go across. So I think we'll go across to Crunchy or House of Cthulhu. Is there doing ASMR? So I might go to Crunchy, I think. Yeah, so feel free to say hi to Crunchy. I haven't raided across to him in a while. I hope you enjoyed going through all that kind of stuff. I had a lot of fun. But yeah, thanks for coming by. I'm going to continue on with Metal Gear next stream. We're going to get it finished. Yeah, so yeah, thanks again. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll catch you all next time.
Any other things that I need to worry about? In the